Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, December 25th. Merry Christmas and Happy Yule. I'm doing landscape mode for this video, and I am still behind the camera. As it happened, I needed to start a detox, and I think this is a wonderful time of the year to actually do a detox. It correlates to winter and nature's clearing out of everything so that we can start anew and be ready for spring. So how am I doing that? Well, I am drinking water. Primarily, I'm drinking water. Oh, by the way, my fur baby's got a new bed. I went to the IV therapy clinic on Saturday. That really helped to jumpstart the process because I was very dehydrated. Adding fiber to your diet, you really need to be drinking probably half a gallon or close to it every single day. So by not doing that, I have learned. My plumbing was backed up, and it has been backed up for quite a few months because I only go back to drinking more water from time to time. I used to drink 3 to 4 little bottles of water a day, even if I had coffee or cranberry juice or carrot juice. I was also going to an infrared sauna and sweating. So my weight gain was not as much. I still wasn't drinking enough water, and I would get thirsty, and I would put lemon in water and drink that before dinner, and then after dinner I would have a nice visit. We should be having a visit to the bathroom after every meal. I'd also had a body wrap when I was in beauty school, and that helped to shrink the toxins out of my fat cells. But then we had to drink a gallon of water. So I have here a gallon of distilled water, which the doctor told me I needed to drink every day for the next 3 days. I haven't quite made it. I've been able to do 96 ounces, which I actually was feeling better on Thursday of last week, and then on Friday I didn't drink quite as much, and I ate sweets in the staff lounge. So I'm doing about half a gallon lately, and today I'm going to try to do a little more than that. I'm having to add the liquid IV, which thank goodness now they have the sugar-free version. So if you have trouble drinking water because it's icky, blech, sugar-free liquid IV is the way to go. My fur baby has a vet appointment tomorrow for all the workings, physical exam, and shots, and getting her fingernails cut. The trip to the vet is incredibly, it's anxiety riddled. So after 4 years of dealing with her, not only going to the vet, but, any time that I've had to move, and then going into the motel, being in the motel was a total nightmare because she freaked out again because we were not in the same home. We weren't in the same place, and Jade was just constantly attacked. So this is from Petco, Quiet Moments. Probably end up giving me be more for me than for her. She's the one who gets the drops, though. She'll be getting half a dropper tomorrow, an hour before I put her in the kitty carrier. And I'll have to let you know how it goes. So I was reviewing one of my lives, A Glitch in the Matrix. Probably the first or second live that I ever made. And while I have been hesitant to get in front of the camera, I'm obviously not going to be able to until I'm completely detoxed. And I'm still pretty uncomfortable. On the 5th day of this, I woke up with a headache, which is a sign of detox. And I would say I probably need another week or two at least of doing everything that I'm doing. I am having yogurt. I'm still having fiber. And I'm still taking my probiotics. But now I know how healing water is. And I'm going to go back to drinking at least 48 ounces of water a day with whatever else it is that I drink. So the glitch in the matrix, that gave me a chance to interact with people. Those of you that come here that know what I'm talking about, I really appreciate you. You interacted with me. You were pleasant. You were polite. You made nice comments. You asked good questions. I missed that. I was looking at a microphone at Target. Now, I've made a video about a recent happy mistake where I received a small windfall of money and I was able to pay off a couple of outstanding bills. I'm not yet ready to go and buy a new laptop, but I think I'm going to buy a microphone and get back on the Chromebook to do a live. And if that is something that you feel you would want to interact with me on, I'm gonna set it up for once a week. I didn't get as many people as I did in the beginning. I'm not sure why. But I want to start talking about something that I think I have been led to experience quite a few years ago, and I'm now ready to talk more about it, and that is ETs. As far as spell work goes, I have deleted some of those videos. Like I said, I don't want to share information that some people I don't feel should be doing, such as bindings or any type of a hex against someone. Because I had seen, what's his name? Clifford Hartley Lowe. He talked about having a good friend who was very intelligent, but he had no idea that this person was actually suffering from a emotional imbalance, shall we say mental disorder. And when he had asked him for some type of advice on doing a particular magical working, he said, but it really doesn't necessarily work for everyone or right away. He said, this guy went and did it and came back and said it worked. He said, really? He said, yep. Okay. Now that person did something else, but it seemed to trigger whatever it was that was not balanced within that person. And I know this is vague. We'd have to go back and try to find that video. But he said his friend ended up taking his life, I believe. He never knew this person was suffering from internal concerns, He never talked about it. And he said, I decided from that moment on not to teach magic to people. And he said, I don't really take on students and I don't teach them. how to do any type of major magic like this person, I think, had asked him to do. But he does share a lot of things about how we can do, stellar magic and make talismans, and he discusses different types of magics. Which, I don't think that's that different really from teaching. When you're giving all the information about how to do mental influence and, things like that, and it doesn't necessarily work on people that have developed a strong sense of self, okay? That's really your best defense. So, raising your vibrations by working on your self-esteem, your strong sense of who you are, you're just not going to be affected by things that people send you. Now, people can send things to your home or your car or your dog, and for that, I believe in protection. And so I have my fiery wall of protection oil that I'm going to be putting up on my coffee account. But I started watching Bashar, and I've been watching another YouTuber who's really revisited her ET experiences and is talking about them more and more now every day. With her partner, they are both involved in helping people understand how to get ready for the shift. Bashar talks about the introduction of ETs coming into our lives. I had my experience, and there are tools from nature that can really help us get in touch with nature, all of nature. Star meditations is one. Detox is another. But it's really about perception shifts, parallel shifts, shifting our reality. The video I made about my shamanic dream with Shiva and Vasuki and snake energy was an astral body experience that I had, which really shifted a part of my reality and my perceptions about myself and my life. Now, the ET experience I had told me I would step into a period where I could actually be myself, free of false pretenses. This wasn't just about me discovering my Vedic chart and my rising of Pisces, but about my life path number 5 and all the experiences I've had with meditation, being attracted to East Indian mysticism, and discovering Ganesha. This is where we're going to realize, again, the universe is more mysterious than we ever imagined. I'm the only white lady at temple over here. It's not very large. And so, I hope I build a bridge. I hope that I'm an example. It's not where you're born. If your soul frequency resonates to Ganesha, well, this is going to be much better for you to step onto that path and practice. And Bashar was saying that we're going to realize that there should be no separation when it comes to our body, our race, and our spirit. He says there will be no more borders eventually. The world will be thought of as one. The planet will be thought of as one. These perceptions or these limitations that we put on ourselves, that we actually have to prescribe to one particular religion that is within our region, is going to fade away. He actually said the Western culture is going to fade away. And more I feel like I'm in the wrong culture. I like it less and less every day. I think it's kind of poisonous. But sometimes you have to take the poison in order to appreciate the cure. So I'm probably going to get on with the lives, to interact with people more and more. What it means to actually open up your mind, discover your true self, step on that path, and try to be an example to others. There's always going to be those that choose to stay asleep. If you think about the fiddler on the roof, he never gave up his tradition, and it separated him from his daughters, who went off to choose their own mate. People that are 50 years old or older, they're not going to change. They will forever stay in their slumber, probably protesting all of the changes that are happening, thinking that it's bad. There's no escaping it. It's coming. And apparently ETs will be interacting with us physically and not just metaphysically. I don't know what February and March is really going to bring to me, but I'm definitely going to try to get on and do at least one live to interact with people about how basically just to accept things that we cannot change, to open up our minds to a shift in reality. I would not have been able to step on the temple path if the temple had not been built out here. But I would definitely be worshiping Shiva and Ganesha at my altar. That's basically what I wanted to say today. I'll have to keep you posted as to when I'm actually ready to do the live. I want to be much more detoxed. I know my vibrations are higher, even though I was not well, because lights are flickering and I've already put some lights out. So I expect to be even more clear-minded, which is already happening. More and more physically seeing in my body the change of my shape due to the detox. And I am exercising several times a week. To shift into another reality, a parallel version, to jump a timeline, which is kind of sort of what you could say happened when I had the dream that there was a funeral. There wasn't an actual death. Death is really a transformation from one perception of reality in your life to another. You're able to drop whatever persona you had and now adopt a new one. It's an addition. You are still you, but you're doing some things that are very new and different. And I do get some strange looks at the temple. I'm the only white lady there. But I've shared my experiences with the priest. He greets me with a warm welcome every time. Deciding not to be a certain way and choosing a new way of being is just that. It's a choice, it's a decision that we make not to be that way anymore, but to be a new way. And to practice that new way every day. Now, my mother was an alcoholic, but when my father told her that he was really disgusted with her drunkenness, she was so ashamed that she made the decision to stop. Now, she never examined the fact that she was still deeply insecure, but I did see a change in her when she practiced mindful meditation. New neural pathways were being formed in her brain as she became calm and steady. But she had decided it was too unfamiliar and she didn't want to change from having a nervous habit to a relaxation habit. And because of that, she never shifted to a different version of herself. A better version of herself. So there will be those that stay in slumber and never accept the changes that are coming and the new ways of thinking and believing and understanding the world that we live in. So, I'll see how that conversation goes and the people that I attract to talk about this topic as I get my new microphone. So with that, I will say thank you for stopping by and thank you for watching. Take care, and I will talk to you soon.